Welcome to another great video on whiskey
and whitetails.
But this time just whiskey. Today we're gonna answer the question that everybody keeps asking. We keep asking, what's happening to early times bottled and bond? We have the new metal top here and the old style plastic lid here, and we're just gonna kind of just clear the air and let you know, because we're seeing rumors, reading things, and it's on the forums. It's a hot popping topic. So let's go. So first of all, what is bottled and bond? It means it's 100 proof. It's 4 years old. It's made by one single distiller in a single distillation season. It's aged in a federal warehouse. There's some strict rules on it. We always preach bottled and bond whiskey. Why?
Quality.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah, you know what you're getting. It has a minimum set of standards that he just read off that you know you're getting in that whiskey, and it's a fair bet that it'll be a solid drink.
I mean, some of them, like Colonel Taylor, for instance, bottled and bond whiskey.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of whiskeys that have really good reputations. So, what is Early Times? So, Early Times is created by John Henry, which everybody called Jack Beam, which is the son of, it's actually Jim Beam's nephew, I believe. Mm-hmm. He's the son of Jim Beam's brother, so nephew. Yep. So, at the age of 21, he left his father's distillery in 1860, and he built his own distillery near Bardstown. And he started distilling Early Times right there. And so when he passed away at the age of 75 in 1915, they kind of sold everything to the Brown family.
Not my family.
No, the Brown-Forman family, unfortunately.
I wish.
So in 1945, they launched Early Times Bottled and Bond. And it became the most popular bourbon in 1953. So in 1955, Brown-Forman created the Early Times Distillery, brand new place, and that's where they were making this stuff. Due to some difficult times in the 70s and 80s, they quit making bottled and bond. They started using blended whiskey.
Yeah.
And they just had Early Times. They called it Old Style Kentucky whiskey. And that's what they made for a while. They brought it back. So this has been coming out since 2017. So we've been recommending this all the time, right? Like every whiskey class that we teach, we sneak it in.
Yeah, it's a staple, and it's always a sleeper. It's beat out some of your big name favorites that. Yep. And we do it on purpose, as we've discussed before. Remove those preconceived notions and associated with labels and names. And it's just fun to watch people be like, that bottle for $23 or $4 or whatever it is.
We've been cussed at before. Over, and we do the grand reveal, and they're like, "Are you serious? What the F?" You know, it's like, you picked it, not me.
When we went to Lux Cigar, the one of the gentlemen that we met at the Cigars on Maybank and did the tasting, he walked straight up and was like, "Hey, y'all bring some of that Early Times?"
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
It's
we
good.
Sure did.
So we preach it a lot, but I think we're done now. We're done preaching it, and we're going to kind of explain why. But they sold to Sazerac, and you have the release from Sazerac.
Yeah, it's a short statement. I'll read the whole thing. Sazerac released a statement saying that a magnitude of enthusiasm stems from the Early Times bottled and bond expression, in particular as a connector to the brand's early pre-prohibition era offerings. With sweet notes of caramel, corn, and traces of cinnamon spice, the Early Times bottled and bond expression has rapidly become a fan favorite. Though Early Times will have a new home, Barton, 1792 Distilling, will continue to deliver the same great tasting Early Times bottled and bond product. So we'll see. Actually, yeah, we literally will see.
Yeah, we will see. But it's not going to be the same. And the reason why is because some of the they may use the same mash bill. Like their mash bill, for instance, 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley is what Early Times is. However, there's a yeast component to that is proprietary. And you know Brown-Forman is not going to give Sazerac their yeast. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
If you look at acquisitions over the past, I can only think of once or twice where they have given them the yeast along with the mash bill. So it's 100% going to change. The yeast changes the flavor a ton. That's why they're such closely guarded secrets.
Yeah.
So we have the new bottle, and it is a new bottle. It looks very similar. Probably looks the same on camera there. I believe it does. But in person, you can tell that this one is a little shorter. The neck is lower. This comes up a little higher here. Yes. On the back, this one has DSP, which is Distilled Spirits Plant, KY, which is Kentucky, 354, which is the Early Times Distillery. The one below it is 414, which is a Brown-Forman plant distillery. And that one is 12 at the bottom,
Yep.
which is the Barton 1792 distillery. So that means that they were both distilled, because remember, it has to be a single distiller. So why is there two different DSPs? Well, the first one is where it was distilled at, and the second one is where it was bottled at. So this was distilled at Early Times, and then put in a bonded warehouse, and then it was bottled. This one was bottled at the Barton 1792 plant. So we're gonna pop these open and do a little side by side. The main thing I wanted to discuss here is that this is the same distillate. It is the same stuff, but something changed. I don't know if it's new equipment maybe, and all the new equipment. I mean, I don't know, but there's something different about it. They don't smell the same, and it's a little bit more than flavor drift to me. Because I've been reading that people are like, oh, it's already changed and it's different. It's like, it's not. It's the same stuff, but something is a little off. You know, it's like the new versus old smell.
This is the new, right? This one?
Yeah.
Double checking. Because it is way more harsh.
Yeah. It smells younger.
And it's way younger.
So I don't know if maybe it's got to be 4 years, right? But it's not 4 years to the day. So maybe because they've been making it for so long, they know that you need to do 4 years and 2 months in order for it to taste this way.
Yeah.
And then Barton was like, all right, we hit 4 years, pull it out so we can make some money.
Yeah, it could be.
So maybe that 2 months or whatever it is could actually be making a difference. But my advice would be to continue buying them with the plastic top. And if you can't find a plastic top, then the metal tops are pretty close. Without doing it side by side, I don't know that you would really be able to tell the difference.
This is the new one. This is the old one. I can tell by the taste. This tastes like the Early Times that we.
Yeah. The other one
generally
tastes
drink.
like you should make an old fashioned out of it.
Yeah.
Not weird. Is this it even?
Yeah, it's way,
I love the
it's way
smell
more
of the
harsh
old
on the
one.
nose, and it tastes younger.
Almost not bitter, but bitter.
It's bright, but not in a good way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's strange. But that was it. We wanted to be short and sweet on that. They should be the same, but for some reason they are different.
We'll leave it up to you to determine. Tell us why you think.
Leave us a note in the bottom. Tell us what we're not figuring out here. What are we missing? The bottle changed the flavor.
Yeah, the new bottle.
Yeah.
The new bottle shape altered the change. It's the way the ethanol sits in the bottle.
Yeah.
You get more of it when you pour, especially with the neck pour, bro. You gotta let it breathe.
Yeah, the neck is too wide. The neck is wider on this one than that one. So this thinner neck here is what's causing the flavor to be different. You can see which one is the old one too. It's so weird, man.
I thought maybe I was imagining things when I put it up against.
I mean, you can
the
tell
white wall. You can tell the older one is just a
tad darker.
It's just a tiny shade darker. Yeah,
so strange.
Enough that you're maybe 2-3 month extra after 4 years.
Yeah,
could be the key.
Could be.
Have you tried blending them yet?
No.
Create blendy times?
No, because I don't want to ruin the end of the.
You don't want to ruin a $23 whiskey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Solid. Yeah. It's exactly that. I don't want to ruin a $23 whiskey. Let's go. All right. Good point. Here we go. Blended. Tastes. You know what? It tastes like. I think that's a good way to tell what's different.
Really?
Honestly, because I taste what I like about the old one, and then I get that weird throat punch thing on the back end.
Yeah.
It's strange. It's like I get both now.
Yeah, it's got those more mature flavors on the front of the palate, and then it just kind of like on its way down, it just kind of goes.
It goes bye.
On its way down.
I'm a plastic piece of shit. That's what. I'm a $23 whiskey. That's what it does.
Yeah.
It goes. Hey, you're in for something, and then it goes. Nope, I'm $23. Yeah.
Still cheap.
Yeah. So that's it. Let us know what we're missing. Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you can't taste the difference either.
As for us, we're taking it off the pedestal.
Yep.
And it'll be good for some cocktails if it remains the way the new bottle is.
But you know what that means for good times, though.
For good times, for our good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means we get to find the next.
Yep.
New.
We get to find the next
sleeper bottle.
Yeah. Yep.
Let the hunt begin.
Let it begin. Cheers, my bravo.
Cheers.